guys, so today I'm going to talk to you all about the self and interpersonal needs. There are three different interpersonal needs in the interpersonal need theory. There's the need for control, the need for inclusion, and the need for affection. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is the need for control. This is one's need to maintain a degree of influence in the relationship. A good example of control in my life would be my first relationship. I held a lot of the responsibility of that relationship. I had all the control, and it wasn't necessarily because I wanted it. It was one of those things where, like, if I did not have it planned, if I didn't say anything about it, it was never going to happen. And so, that being said, I wasn't really satisfied with the relationship. And that's how a lot of people feel. A lot of people want to share the amount of control in the relationship. That being said, not everyone needs an equal amount of control. Some people want more control and some people want less. So that's when you just find what works for you and go with it. The next thing I'd like to talk about is inclusion. This is one's need to be around people, basically. They want to belong to a social group and be included in activities with other people. This one really varies for people. Some people really like to be alone and have alone time, and that's totally okay. And other people want to be around people a lot more. It's just another one of those things, you find what works and you just do it for yourself. There's a lot of different ways to get this, though. Some people go to church and have a social group there, or they do extracurricular activities. Some people just have a small group of friends. Anything with positive closeness or positive contact with people is good for this. Some people even get a lot of their inclusion from like online groups where they feel like they belong. The last need is affection. This one is personally the most important one for me. This is one's need to give and receive expressions of love and affection. I think that this one is important because if I don't know how the other person really feels about me, I'm less likely to want to be involved in the relationship, including relationships with friends and stuff. People that express and receive more affection tend to live happier and healthier lives, and that really sounds like a good time to me. To put it in perspective, think about your life and what it would be like if nobody showed you any love or affection. That really just doesn't sound like anything I'd want to do. I find it reassuring when people show me affection. The last thing I'd like to talk about is self-esteem. And this self-esteem actually has a huge correlation in the three needs. People with higher self-esteem tend to have feelings of more control over their own lives and the things that happen in their lives. Similarly, people with high self-esteem are more likely to have, a higher confidence, so they're going to be more outgoing and they're easier to make friends, so that helps them when it comes to having good inclusion. The last thing is, higher self-esteem makes it easier for you to express love and affection. And, I'm not really sure if it is backed up anywhere, but I feel like if you express your affection to somebody, they're going to be more likely to express it back to you. So it works out in all ways. Just because people have higher self-esteem doesn't necessarily mean that they have more needs. It actually just means that they have an easier time meeting the needs because they communicate with people. Not everyone has the same amount of needs in any of all three of these. Some people require more or less of any of the three given needs. I have tried to explain the three different needs to you guys, so I hope that you can identify your own needs and maybe a few of some other people's needs, and I hope it helps.